Hi, I'm Carol in the teen department, and today we are going to marbleize washers using nail polish to make pendants to use for necklaces. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is your trusty handy dandy washer. The one thing I do advise is that you first wash off your washer because they sometimes have greases left on them from the machining process for where they're made. So just make sure your washer doesn't have anything on it that may not work well with the nail polish that we're using here. Now I'm using 3 colors of nail polish. I happen to like the 3-color combo, but you can use as many colors as you want. Now I'm putting in pink first, and then I'm going to move through the other 3 colors. If I can get the pink to come out, that is, and then I'll move through the other 3 colors. Make a nice little mosaic here on my bowl. Now I am using a bowl that's ready to go to recycling. So if you want to use a bowl that is from your kitchen, you may want to verify that it's not something that your mother or your guardian would be upset with you over if you are using it and you end up with nail polish on it at the end. So make sure it's something that nobody minds you using. Now, I have gloves on today, and these are just plain old, everyday, ordinary cleaning type gloves. And what you can do, if you've got food service gloves or anything laying around, you can use that for keep the nail polish off of your fingers, because I'm going to have my finger in this while I'm actually playing with it. Now, normally you would use a toothpick, but since I happen to forget to bring a toothpick in here with me, I'm going to use one of these little tips on a shoestring to kind of spread this out a little bit, mix the colors, twirl the colors in a little bit more. So, and I'm going to put that over on the napkin or the paper towel so that I don't get that on the table here. Now, I've got this is again why I have the gloves. I'm going to stick my finger in there, and then I'm going to need to take the washer off with my other fingers, and why I highly suggest that you use a glove during this process. So I'm going to dip my washer in there and then take it off, and just use these other gloves to do that. And then I've got a mess on both fingers. Okay, now at this point, this washer needs to sit here and dry. But what we're going to do after that, after it dries, is I'm going to coat it with a top coat, something that will help keep it from being abraded when the string that you use rubs on it, and that may take some of the nail polish off. So if you've got access to a top coat, something along that line, I would definitely recommend that you put a layer of that or a layer of 2 on that to keep from damaging your masterpiece of marbling on your little washer. Now, the other thing that we want to talk about is the length of your necklace. I'm actually using a good old-fashioned shoestring because it's soft, it's washable. You can, if you get makeup on it or you get a little bit sweaty with it, you can yank it off and throw it in the washer and start over again with it clean and go from there. So what I'm actually going to do, I like mine to sit somewhere right in here, like upper where your breastbone is or your collarbone is, and go for that area. And usually that's about 17.5 inches. Now keep in mind that one of the things is my shoestring here is longer than that if it's double. So what I'm actually going to do, but I've got to take 2 things into account. One, I've got to cut the little aglets off because we don't need those in there, and they're just going to bug you if they're behind your necktie back there flopping. So I cut the aglet off, and then I'm just going to tie just a little overhand knot in there. And I'm going to do the same. The other end, what we need is somewhere around 18.5 inches. So I've got this one per side. You have to double that. So I've got 18.5 pretty much both ways. So I'm going to cut off the other aglet and tie a little knot in that one too. I'm going to have little aglets all over the floor here. And then I'm going to tie them into a knot, these 2 into a knot together. And just so that it's a nice little knot that keeps it secure. That way you've got your ends of it secure, and then you've got their whole necklace secure. And then I'll show you how to put the washer on, if I can get this tied. Yeah. All right. I would hum, but you wouldn't appreciate my voice. All righty. Now I've got this tied together, so what you will do after you have your washer all marbleized and you have your finish coat on top of it is just slide the looped in through and then slide the rest of it through, and voila, you have a pendant. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and we'll see you on the next one.